Hi, I'm Lynn Gordon. I'm head of legal and compliance at Allo. I've worked as a healthcare attorney for over 25 years. I've seen it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I want to share some contracting insights with you all today. Contracts and negotiations play a crucial role in your practice, but it's not what you went to medical school for. Reading contracts, understanding contracts is essential to the success of you and your business. A couple things to keep in mind. First, and I know it's obvious, but still, read the contract. One of the things I'm seeing now in the industry that really troubles me is we love DocuSign. You'll get a text or an email and it'll simply say, press here to sign this contract. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You're not even looking at it, and that's the point. That's actually, it's like phishing. The vendor or your potential employer or partner is wanting you to simply sign without reading. So again, slow down, read the contract. It's really important. In terms of what to look for in the contracts, I always have folks focus on termination. Can you get out? How do you get out? How do you get let go? Sometimes contracts will have, 120 days notice required of you to say, I can't do this anymore. But it might have 30 on the other side, so you can be let go with 30 days. That's not balanced, it's not fair. Things like those are typically very negotiable. So don't be afraid to push back, ask questions. In terms of compensation, read it carefully. Physician compensation models are complicated, truly complicated. And what I recommend is if you read it and can't tell what you're going to be paid, push back. Do not be shy. Push back. Ask for an example. Ask that an example or sample calculation is included in the document itself. Those things are important. Another thing that I would really recommend is look at any kind of covenants. So covenants are things you can't do because of your relationship with whomever you're contracting with. So for example, if you join a system or a medical group, there may be a non-compete covenant. So after you leave the group for X amount of time, for Y number of months, you won't be able to practice in that area. These are really important. North Carolina, we might see these as 1 or 2 years. If someone puts a 3 or a 4 or 5 year in front of you, push back. If someone puts a 5 or 6, 7, 8 mile radius from where you're practicing, that's pretty reasonable. If it's 50 or 60, it's not. So again, know that you can push back. Know that while covenants are enforceable in this state, it's about being reasonable. The last thing I would say is, seeking legal counsel is important for these things. The bigger the contract, the more important in some ways, but also I think physicians struggle with, I need to go see an attorney or I have to find an attorney. Being the daughter of a physician, I know that the knee-jerk reaction is, oh my God, it's a lawyer. I hate lawyers. This is who gets me if someone complains about me or files a medical malpractice action. There's actually a whole slew of us that are entirely on your team. Our whole job, training and job is about really making sure that you're represented, that you're protected, and physicians who focus entirely in practicing, that's what they need to do. Find a lawyer that reviews these kinds of contracts day in and day out. It's not an expensive review. That's your Contracting 101 lesson for today. It's important. Protect yourself. Look for pitfalls. Make sure you understand what you're signing. If you don't, get someone to help you review it. It's not an onerous process. It shouldn't be, and it's really important to the future of your practice and your success. Thank you.